outgoing payments. So when you go for SAP ECC directly, we have a transaction code called as FI12. Okay, so we are using FI12. FI12 is the transaction code we are using for the creating of house bank accounts. Now in SAP S4HANA, now we can't create the house banks directly through the SAP GUI transaction. Okay, now the house banks account IDs are created through the SAP Fiori, not directly in the SAP GUI screen. That is from the SAP S4. So now here you can see a message here when I'm typing a transaction code. Now please, okay, so whatever the transaction I'm using for the creating of house banks earlier, FI12, the same transaction I'm using over here. Now the message here, please use manage banks and manage bank account apps. There are two apps are there which are going to be required for the creating of house banks. Okay, one is the manage banks, another one is the manage bank account app. But directly there is a one more transaction code. Without using the managed banks, you can create the banks, you can create the house banks, but you cannot create the account IDs for the house banks. Okay, so there is a one more alternative transaction code has been given by the SAP, which is called as, okay, very, very important. Okay, FI12 underscore H bank. FI12 underscore H bank. So if I select here, now this is very alternative transaction code. Instead of using the Fiori app directly, you can create a bank. But for extending of bank accounts, you have to use the Fiori app. Now, for example, I'll take one company code 1710. Okay, I'm taking the company code 1710. Now, these are some of the house banks which are going to be available in my SAP. Now, I want to create a new house bank. Okay, now I'll go for a new entry. Okay, what is the house bank name? So I'll give as National Bank of America, NBOA, National Bank of America. The country is going to be the US. And Banki, which is very, very important. Banki contains all the information about the house bank. So under the country of US, okay, there are several Bankis we have created. Now, if I look out for the Banki for the National Bank or some other bank, so here the some of the bank. Last class, you still remember that we have created one Banki. We have created one Banki with the name of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have created a Banki for the Bank of America. Okay, I'll use the same bank. I'll use the same Banki. Okay, now I'm clicking on the create. And here you can see that all the address details are getting copied out from the Banki. You can see here. These are the address details which are getting copied out from the Banki. Now, I just created the bank, only the bank. Okay, if you save it, you have created only the bank. The bank name is, okay, NBOA, National Bank of America. Example. Now, what happened the GL accounts? What is the account ID? Okay, what is the bank account number? Where we have to maintain earlier. Within the same FI12 transaction code, this all the information is available where we can maintain for a house bank. But now in SAP S4HANA, we don't have the information, means we don't have the option to create the bank account ID directly in the SAP GUI transaction. Now all the managed banks and the managed bank account IDs has to be created through the Fiori app. So if I go into the Fiori, I'll go for an advance. I'll give my transaction, okay? So I'm just logging into the Fiori now. So these all are going to be called as the Fiori apps, Fiori tiles. So based on your role axis, so what is your role? Okay, your role is going to be your called as user. Okay, your username is something like you are going to be using for the logging into the Fiori. For that username, so the basis people, the Fiori app consultants, what they will do, they will access to your Fiori apps based on the roles and responsibilities. It means that all the Fiori apps cannot be accessed by you. All the Fiori apps cannot be accessed by some other person. According to their roles and responsibility, these Fiori apps are going to be added to your role. Okay, only those Fiori apps can able to see on your desktop. Very, very important. So it is completely called as a role and responsibility based over here. So whatever the tiles you have been accessing means that you have access to the particular tiles. Why? Because the roles and responsibilities have been assigned to your user ID. So if I want to know what is my user ID, if there is a box, okay, there is an icon which is going to be called as a, okay, so you can go into the, you can click on this icon, okay, user icon. Now here you can see here, the username is going to be called as a Z trainer. Okay, the username is going to be called as a Z trainer, and he is the user. Now, for this particular user, there are several apps which are going to be using. Now I want to look out for all the apps now. Okay, now these are the apps. Now you can see here, these are the apps. If I go into the home, so these are the apps which are being given access to my Fiori. Okay, now I want to find out all the apps in the list. Okay, the assignment of the Fiori tiles to my role ID without assignment. I want to look at all the Fiori apps. Now I'll go here, and if I click on the app finder, this is called as the app finder. Now I just want to look out for the app finder called as a manage bank, account manage bank. Okay, so that app is not available to my in the list which have been provided, but I want to find out whether the app is available or not. Okay, now you can see here in the left hand side, you can see these are the apps which are available. Okay, these are the complete list of the apps which are going to be available. You can see here all the apps with the alphabetical word, with the sections of alphabetical word, all the apps you can see here. Now from this, I just want to look out for one app. What is the name of the app you are looking out for? That is going to be called as a Manage Bank. Manage Bank app. This is one of the app I'm looking. Okay, now you can see here all the apps which are related to the Manage Bank have been come over here. Okay, now already I've created the bank, already I've created the house bank, FI12_H bank. That is the transaction I use it to create the house bank, or directly you can also create the house bank directly by using the app called the Manage Bank. You can see here, this is called exactly the Manage Bank. And for that particular bank, if you want to maintain any kind of, for the particular bank, if you want to maintain, okay, all the bank accounts like bank account ID, okay, like GL account, everything, now you have to use another app which is going to be called as the Manage Bank Accounts, which is called as the Manage Bank Accounts. So now I'll click on the Manage Bank Accounts. I'll take, okay, now this is the screen for the Managed Bank account, which is very, very important for us. Okay, this is the screen for the Managed Bank account. Now, for which bank account? Already you told that you have created the house bank. Already you told that you have created one house bank in SAP. Okay, now for that particular bank, I need to maintain the accounts. Why? Because in SAP S4HANA till 1709, we don't have an option to maintain the bank accounts directly to the house bank, where we have to use the Fiori app. Now, what I'm going to do, now I want to look out for that particular bank. So what is the bank name you are given here? I'm going to search. Okay, National Bank of America. NBOA is the bank. Okay, so which company code you have created? Just I'm giving two parameters to look out for my bank. Okay, I'm giving the company code called as the 1710. Okay, now these are the two parameters. Based on the two parameters, now I want to look out for that particular bank which I have created in my GUI. Now I'm just clicking on Go. This is the Go option. Okay, now whether this particular now here, what is happening here? Okay, now what is happening here? Here the problem here is, now I'll explain you the logic here. Okay, now I'll explain you the logic here. Now you have the system. This is what exactly the server. This is what exactly the server we are going to be using. Okay, you have development client. quality and assurance client, and the production client. Maybe assume that you have 3 different clients you have. Now, the front end always you're going to be using as a Fiori. The front end is always going to be using called as a Fiori. Fiori is nothing but your front end now. Fiori is nothing but your front end. Okay. Now, what the SAP people, what the Fiori consultants has to do here is nothing but they have to connect this SAP Fiori end to your server actually, your server, or this is called as a development server. This is called as a development. And you have one more client also which is going to be called as a production client. You have also one more client which is going to be called as the production client. This is what exactly the production client. The same Fiori you can also connect to through the UEFI connection. You can also connect to your production client. Means whatever the Fiori applications you are doing, whatever the Fiori transactions you are doing, so that Fiori transactions are getting production. This is production. This is production. Now they have to extend, means they have to make a connectivity of your Fiori to the production, or they have to make a connectivity of the Fiori to the development here. Very, very important here. So if any connection is going to be missing, yes, you have access to log on to the Fiori. You have access to the log on to the Fiori, but we assume that now in the development, whatever the house banks are created, just now I created one house bank that is going to be called as the National Bank of America. This is the house bank I created, but this house bank I am able to see directly in the development. If I go and see here, if I'm looking out for a transaction code called as H bank, now here I created the house bank. I just created the house bank. This is the house bank I just now created. That is NBOI. Okay. Now this is what exactly I'm calling it as a development. Now for this house bank, if I want to extend the accounts, if I'm trying to extend the accounts, now the system is telling that this particular details are no available. So search items are not found. Means what is the problem here? Means the problem here is, so whatever the Fiori access you, but that connection is not been developed. That connection is not been extended to your development client or neither it is a production client. Very, very important. So that is the reason that information of your house banks, whenever you're trying to look out at the Fiori, you're not able to access in the Fiori. Why? Because there is no connectivity between the Fiori and your development client here like this. Is it clear to all of you?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So this Fiori connection is not at all extended to your development. So whatever the banks you have created in the development client, okay, that access I'm not able to, because that connection is failed over here. So that is the reason I'm not able to look out for those particular apps over here. Now let us assume that now I'll go to the Fiori now. Now I'll go to the Fiori. Just I'll remove this. Now you can see here, there's the option called as the remove. Okay, now you can click on it. Now just I'll go to the search. Okay, I'm going to the search. Now I want to look out for the house banks. Yes, very good. You're looking for the house banks. Okay, now here, this is what exactly the matrix you have to give, which is greater than or equal to or between or start or whatever may be here. So you have to search according to your requirement, which is equal to or which is greater than or which contains or like that. Okay. Now I just want looking out for something like, okay, equal to, okay, or something like I'm giving as, okay, national house, okay, just enough, NH, which is equal to NH. Now I'm just clicking on OK. And you can also, and one more thing, you can also add some more parameters also. If you want to looking with equal to or with less than or which contain, if you want to add some more parameters, you can also click on here. See here, one more parameter has come. Like this, you can also maintain some more parameter. You can look out for your house bank details with equal to or which is less than or which is the between. So you can have many parameters over here. We can have many parameters over here to looking out for your search help. This is what exactly we can call it as a search help actually. So once you are given this equal to or something like NH, Now you can see here equal to symbol has come here. See here equal to symbol has come. Now I'm just clicking on go once again because I just looking on. No, that items are not available. Why? Because your Fiori has not been extended to this company code. Now I'll remove this house bank. I'll remove the completed searcher. I will give only the 1710 company code. Let me see with the based on the company code how many banks are there. Now again I'm clicking on go. Okay, now here you can see 1710 company code. These are the house banks. Okay, these are the house banks. You can see here account number. Okay, these are the house bank. Okay, house bank name is USKB1, USC1, and company code is 1710 company code. Like this, earlier some house banks which I've created, those house bank details are available. You can see here. Now you can see here. Okay, now once again. Okay, now you can see here these are going to be called as the house banks which are available. Okay, now house bank USKB1, okay, USKB2. Now let me go to another server now. This is another server. Now I'll give the same transaction. I'll give the same transaction. This is another server. Same 1710. See here. Now I'm just scrolling here. USKB1. See here, USKB1. USKB2. USKB2. So like this, these are the different bank accounts we have. Okay, USDP1. See here, USDP1. So like this, you can see here, these house bank details are available. My God, here you can see here, there are two servers are there. Okay, if you see here, there are two servers are there. One server is 1709 with SAP best practice. Xerantech has been provided. One server is going to be called as the standby server. This is going to be called as the standby server. Now I created the house bank. I created the house bank in the standby server. Okay, I created the house bank in the standby server here. Okay, now that particular house bank which I created in the standby server, that connectivity, this particular server connectivity is not extended to your company code. Means that has not been extended to your Fiori. Means that has not been extended to the Fiori. Whereas there is one more server which I have maintained the house bank. This particular server, this 1709 SAP best practice, you are seeing this server here. This particular server has been extended to your Fiori. Means whatever the house banks you have created in the standby, that cannot be visible in your SAP. Means the standby server is not extended to your Fiori app. That is the very, very important. Here we need to observe the things over like this. So it is the Fiori consultant. It is the UI5 consultant. So UI5 consultant has to extend the Fiori connectivity, through your server and your Fiori apps. Very, very important. So this is the basic thing where we need to understand over here. Now here you can see here, these are the several house banks you can if you keep a cursor and double click on it. If you keep a cursor and double click on it. So here it is contained the general data. You can see the general data, company code, okay, US, and the bank relationship. Okay, if you come down, what is the bank relation? What is the connectivity path? This is very, very important here. Connectivity path is very, very important. Here you can see here the connectivity path, connectivity to your server. You can see here ID category they will give as a central system, which is going to be called as the bank account ID. If I double click on it, So this is the connectivity actually. This is the connectivity path to your server actually. This is the connectivity. If this connectivity is going to be missing, you cannot create any house bank accounts in the Fiori directly. Very, very important here. So in this connectivity path, you can see here, this is what exactly my main bank account. This is what exactly my main bank account, and this is what exactly my bank. Okay. Now let me create one more bank. Okay. Now I'll copy this. I'll copy this 11001000. Okay. Now I'll go back one step back. 1100, okay, 1000. For the same bank I'll create, okay, same bank I'll create. Okay, what is the bank? USKB1, USKB1. I'll create a one more here, okay. Now, okay, I'm just writing here USKB1. I'm just looking out to search for this particular bank. Now I'm just okay. Now I'm clicking on go.
It is USBK1, right?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now I'm clicking on go. Otherwise, I'll come from the starting. Okay. Okay. USBK1. Okay. Now I'll come from the starting. Okay. Now. Okay. Again, I'll come from the starting. Okay. I'll give the company code. I'm giving the house bank which I'm looking out for. I'm clicking on go. I'm clicking on go. Okay, now you can see here. Now there is a connectivity is there because of connectivity. Now because of connectivity, I can see here. So for the same house bank, there are 3 account IDs are there. You can see here, there are 3 account IDs are there. Okay, so one account ID you are created with 33333, 55555, 44444. There are 3 bank accounts are there. You are created for the same bank here. You can see here, very, very important here. Now, if we click on this, okay. Now, if you click on this, these are going to be called as the settings. Okay, these are going to be called as the settings. If you click on the settings, now whatever the fields, if you want to look just like a field layout, like a just screen layout, the fields if you want to see, you can add it. The fields if you don't want, you can remove it. And these are the list of the fields you can able to see. So now here you can see the account number, account description, all the things. Why? Because you have selected this icon. If some fields which you are not selected means that particular bank account details means that particular checkboxes you are not selected because okay, this is not required for your required. Now if I select a city here, if I select a city or something, if I want to add, so those things you can add it in the house bank details over here. Okay, now you can see here the city. See here, now you added the city. City is nothing but you can see the last one. Okay, city Paleo. Okay, you can see here the city has been added here. Okay, so just one step back. See here, the city has been added. So you want to look out for the city over here. So this is going to be called as the screen layout. We can call it as a screen layout. Very, 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 very important here. Now, if you come down, okay, these are the 3 house banks which are available for this particular bank account ID here. Okay, this is what exactly what you are looking out for, the creating of a bank and the bank account app. So this is one of the major change. Now, if I want to go to the 1809, this is the 1809 server, latest one. Now I'll give the user ID. Now I'll go to the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, this is the Fiori Launchpad. But before that, first of all, I'll go to the same transaction code FI12_HBank. Same transaction code which I'm using. I will give the company code. I will give the company code. Okay. Okay. Now I'll double click on it. Okay, now I just double click on it. Now this is the things which you are able to see the new husband. Now in 1809, in 1809, very important. This is very important. Now you can directly, instead of going to the Fiori, instead of going and logging to the Fiori, there is one SAP note has been given. If you activate that SAP note, okay, there will be one more, okay, there will be one more icon here. It will be displayed that if you click on that icon, it will directly take you to the Fiori. No need to log into the Fiori once again. So tomorrow I'll tell you the what is the note which has to be implemented for this. So in 1709, that note has not been provided. So directly you have to log into the Fiori and you have to access. But from 1809, they have given you the Fiori. Okay, 1 second. I'll just give the note. 1 second. Be in the line. Just be in the line. 1 second. I'm just opening another laptop because maybe it is going to be available in the 1 second, sir, please. Why? Because these are some of the basic information we have to know. So now if you see the changes, what's new in SAP S/4HANA, so these are the changes you have to see before we go into the now. Actually, if we go into the SAP portal, also see here, okay, www, okay, Google. If I go into the SAP S/4HANA portal, now here, if we go into the SAP S/4HANA portal here, you can see here the versions are there. Here you can see these are the versions. Now I'm just going to the version which is going to be called as 1809, which is now we came out with Future Service Pack 01. The initial service pack is SPS 00, which has been released in 180, that is in the 2018 in the month of September. Now we are working currently. The new upgrade is FPS Future Pack Service 01 we are running. Now if I just go into the Future Pack service, now there is one document which is going to be called as what's new. Yeah, here you can see here what's new in SAP S/4HANA. That with okay, what changes have been happened between the 1809 with the basic service pack, and what is the changes have been upgraded in 1809 Future Pack Service 01. Now, if I just click on English language, now this is the document actually. This is the document you can see here. Now this is the document you can go and see here in the Future Pack services. In the Future Pack services, what changes have been done before and after. Before means I just want to compare 1809 with the initial service pack and 1809 which is Future Service Pack. If I come down from the accounting side, from the finance side, only these changes have been happened. You can see here. These are the some of the changes you can look out here. Okay, these are the changes which have been happened between. These are the changes. Now these changes are important. Okay, if anybody want to know about these changes, okay, you can go into the what new in SAP S/4HANA 1809 with Future Service Pack. You can see here these are the changes. I mean, some upgrades have been done, not changes. I should not use the word called as the changes. These are the some of the upgrades. I mean, some improvements have been done between the initial service pack and the Future Service Pack 01. So you can go into this document and we can study what are all the changes which have been happened over here. So these are the changes from the finance side. Some of the changes have been happened from the manufacturing side. So let 1 second. Because see, why should I know? Why should we know all these things? So there will be some questions will be coming out. Why? Because we are the SAP consultants. We are the SAP consultants. So this is our responsibility actually. This is our responsibility to know everything in our SAP. Now 1 second, I'll give that. Yeah, I'm just typing that note here in the chart. Okay, I'm typing that note in the chart here. This is the note actually I'm doing. Okay, I want to discuss because see, when we are implementing SAP for one of the Middle East companies, this is what exactly we got from SAP. So I'm just typing 2646577. 2646577. Did you got this?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now 1 second. Now 1 second. I'll just open that note and give it to you. 1 second.
To open the note or all, you need OSS ID, right?
Yes, sir. We need some voices user ID, but I'll download and I'll give it to you now.
Okay.
I'll give it. I will give it to you now.
So while you're doing that, right? So you're telling that there's only one Fury server shared among multiple S4 HANA instances?
Yes, sir. One Fury server can be extended to multiple SAP S4HANA instances, but in the real time, see for the development and for the product, for the development and quality, they will extend one Fury, and for the production, there will be another Fury connectivity, not the Fury connectivity which we have been extended to development. Production, there will be a separate one.
Okay.
Why? Because production is we know that production is a live server.
So from the Fury screen, right? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
see to which instances it is connected? Not from SAP, from the Fury side.
From the Fury side, we can see, sir, that we need a help of technical people actually, because here we know how UI5 application has to be extra. We need to open the UI5 application, and there we need to see. But here we are not working with the technical. But if something informative means, let me ask and come back. But here I cannot, because I don't, even I too don't know what are the parameters we have to look out for that.
Oh.
Okay, so 1 second, sir. I'll just copy the note. I'll give the note to you, all of you. 26465Y. Because see, we will come to know only because these are the some of the nodes actually. How do I know means you have to ask me this question means, see, I am working as an implementation consultant in some, okay, I am doing some implementation. So I worked in 1610, I worked in 1709, I work now currently I'm working in 1809, because see, when I'm working, when I'm doing a project implementation or something like called as a migration, this is very basic thing actually. I will get some information actually. So SAP is going to provide certain nodes, and we are always every twice a day or thrice a day we'll go and look into the what are the new nodes they have been implemented, new nodes which have been brought to us. Okay, so that will be helpful for us to for implementation. In that way, I will always search and I will make myself to available upgraded to my the nodes which have been released from the SAP side. So 1 second, I'll give the note to you, all of you know. I'm just downloading. 1 second.
You should have your own discussion board separately and just keep on posting whenever you come across such
I'll do
things.
one thing, sir. Actually, I'll just created one LinkedIn separate. Okay, so what I will do, that is only for SAP S4 HANA. I'm just maintaining a separate maintenance for that. So definitely, I'll make you look all everybody in that. Okay, so just give me the 3 to 4 days. That will be coming. Okay, so.
Okay.
Actually, not only from your side, so many people are asking. I'm getting a lot of calls actually. Why you're not opening a blog for SAP S4 HANA, so that we can clarify many doubts with you. Not only from the students' perspective, so from the many people from the outside also, they are also asking me.
Even if you don't have time to clarify doubts, at least when you come across such things, right? If you just post it over there, then everybody will just follow. No need of asking questions.
Yeah, no. Some people they want to ask because they are into the projects. It seems from the main of some other companies, so they want to ask some doubts. It seems so they don't have my contact number. They came to know across that okay, there is a person called as a Rahul. Okay, so we want to contact him. How to contact? Okay, so many people actually. So 1 second, sir.
Hopefully you're charging for that.
No, sir. 100% no.
Come on, you should.
Rahul never, I told na, Rahul is not a commercial. Rahul is never be a commercial actually.
It is not about commercial. See, if I'm just sitting and learning, that is different. But if I'm earning money out of solving that problem, right? Share.
Rahul, one question. So you didn't show us a GL account linking to House Bank. Can you just show that?
Yeah, sure. I'll show that. Just I'm done downloading. Okay. See here, this is very, very important. See here, this note has been released in 4th February 2019. You can see here, this note has been released here 4th February 2000. This is what exactly we call it as the note. Okay, 2646555, re-enabling of transaction code FI12 for the maintaining of house bank. This is what exactly the new Fiori app, which this is what new note which has to be implemented. Okay, now this note is clearly telling us transaction FI12 is not supported for SAP S4HANA. That is the Fiori transaction. Okay, now if I go, as I told you that if I go and if I give my transaction here, it will not work. I given some examples also. Okay, so the transaction is not more available. Now, however, you want to re-enable this transaction code for the simple maintenance view of your house bank. Now, if I go, 1 second. But really, I'm telling that, okay, so if you learn the concepts of very new concepts about all these things, you will feel a very good interesting of habituating your SAP as a profession. I'm telling that because the very interesting things will be coming to know. One is the revenue recognition, RAR. Okay, so that is RAR. That is very, very important. Actually, nowadays, many people are asking about the RAR. Revenue accounting recognition is one of the things. That is what we call it as the RAR.
Do you teach that too?
No, sir. No.
So I'm sure Zantec, they have a course for that.
Yeah, but I am because I'm just engaged with other curricular activities. Okay, so I don't have time actually. So I'm taking only 1 hour, 1.5 hours like that in a day and making the class available. Okay, so if I give the FI12, see here. If I give the FI12, 1 second, I'm just going back. FI12. If I give the FI12, this is 1809. This is 1809, not the 1709 server. You can see in the below, this is going to be called as S4H 1809 server. If I give this FI12, now directly see here. Now the same, see here. Now the same transaction code, if I trying to put it in 1709, this is the 1709 server. Now, if I give it FI12, you can see here FI12. Now, what happening here? This is what error message I'm getting. Please use the manage banks and the manage bank account apps. This is what exactly the message. But the same information, but the same transaction code. If I'm typing in 1809, okay, FI12. If I'm typing in FI in 1809, I'm not getting this error message. I'm directly getting into the Fiori app. So, see, no need to connect to the Fiori now. Okay, now if I select a company code, okay, if I select a company code, now I'll go to the company code 1710. I'll go to the company code 1710. Now I'll just double click on bank accounts directly. I'll click on the bank accounts. Now these are the bank accounts which are going to be available. I'll select one bank account. I'll double click on the bank account. You can see here, okay, read access only. You can see here. This is what exactly the bank. Now here you can see, this is what I told that. There is a new icon you can see here. There is a new icon which has been created here. This is called as a create bank accounts. Create bank account. There is a new icon, but in 1709 we don't have this kind of option. So if I go into the 1709 once again here in front of you, Okay, if I go into the 1709, I had to use the transaction code called as the FI12_H bank, but if you see here, no bank accounts can be created. Only house bank details can be seen, but there is no bank account ID. Okay, you can see here there is no bank account ID. But from 1809 onwards, after you implement this particular note, this note is very, very important for us. So I'll also give this note to all of you after this class. Okay, so implement this note for enabling FI12 or upgrade to the OP. What is this OP?
On-premise.
Exactly, sir. So, okay, upgrade to the OP 1809. Note this transaction, it is only possible to create the house banks like earlier. Very, very important. To create the bank accounts, you still have to access to the NWBC app or the Fiori app, manage bank accounts. So it's very clear. Now, Fiori is a mandatory. Even though if you are not directly using, indirectly you are using to create bank, Fiori is going to be required. So if I go into here, if I click on create bank accounts, see, it is taking me to the Fiori. Again, once again, it is taking me to the Fiori. Okay, but here the Fiori access is not available. So once again, it is taking me to the Fiori. So what does it mean? This is the, okay, now here I don't have the access. Okay, so for 1809 it is. So once again, it is taking me to the Fiori. Means now what is exactly it is telling here? What exactly the system is conveying the message to me? So the system is now here you can see here. Now you can see here. See, now this is what exactly the new bank account. Now you can see, now I have access. Okay, why? Because this page I'm opening. Okay, so this page we don't have the access. Let me close it. Yeah. Now you can see your new bank account. So this is the Fiori. Directly it is taking me to the Fiori. Now you can see here. Directly you can maintain all the details over here. Okay, you can maintain the opening date, your house bank connectivity, and everything you can maintain over here directly. Why? Because this is the Fiori. Now after you maintain all the details, this is 1809. This is 1809. So I can put the date. I can put the company code. I can put the account holder.
So one question, Mahesh, why did the SAP take it off from the GUI and put it on Fiori app?
See, sir, earlier what happened here, the problem is there is a bank connectivity issues are going to be raising actually for the payment process or anything actually, see for anything. So many people, what they are going to be using here, for the payment process, they are going to be using something called as a third-party interfaces for the payment processing, and the bank file will go to the bank server and from there acknowledgement will come. So there is a connectivity issues actually. Earlier what happened here, many clients, they are going to be using the house bank for the payment process, not for the manual, automatic payment for the transfers, everything to the third party. Like we are using SAP PA process interface or something like they are now using other third-party interfaces where the bank payments are going to be done in SAP. The file will be generated through the third party. The file will go to the bank server. The bank server will open that file. So there is some integration process has been happened. So that connectivity issue is failed in SAP actually, to be very frank. So when I'm doing this migration to the SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA, so whoever the client, they are using this bank transfer to third party interfaces. So that particular is not supported. That particular scenarios are not supported directly in SAP, because that particular program is not enhanced in SAP because of some connectivity issues. Because of that, so what the SAP has thought, okay, I can give the feasibility in SAP, but you have to maintain all the house bank account ID directly in the Fiori, not directly in the main screen of SAP ECC. Like SAP ECC, we cannot maintain directly in the SAP S4 using the FI12. So you have to use the Fiori for the managed bank account app. So that connectivity, I will give it to your third party, and from the third party, the bank file will go to your Bank of America, something like that. So through the Fiori, they are going to be routing. Now, this is also going to be happening in 1809 also. But instead of logging to the Fiori directly, now you can log in directly through the SAP, and if you click on create, it will directly connect to your Fiori. That is only the reason. If there is no something like transactions are happening with the house banks, with the bank transfers, with the third party interface, the files will go, something like the files will go to the Bank of America or National Bank of America. If there is no such a scenario, you can directly, we can directly create the house banks and bank account IDs through the directly with FI12. Because of interfaces, they made this bank account ID has to be created through the Fiori, not by the SAP.
So when you're creating on Fiori, right, the house bank, so does the system, the Fiori server, does it check if the account exists in the bank, or because it has the bank key and everything, right? The SWIFT and everything. So does it check whatever account that you're doing? Does it automatically check before creation of the house bank on Fiori?
100%. Without the bank key, no house bank can be created. Either you are using with Fiori or you are using directly in the SAP.
So basically what I'm trying to say is it is going to validate that you have a account, a bank account in so-and-so.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Okay. But previously in SAP, when you're doing it in the GUI, there was no way of verifying if the bank has that account or not.
No, in the GUI also, sir, in the GUI also, if you still remember that, if you, in the GUI also, it is 100%, sir. It is 100% that without the bank key, you cannot create the house banks.
No, we can give the bank key, but it does, from when it is on SAP directly, right? When you
exactly. If there is no house bank, correct. If there is no house bank, you cannot create the bank account IDs. You are right in the Fiori. Yeah. So that will see here you can maintain the information. What is the account number? What is the account type? Now directly you can see here. You can see all the things over here. Okay, what is the description? Okay. So Bank of America, BOA. I'm giving that. What type of account type it is you are going to be using. It is saving account or current account, or what type of account you are going to salary account. Salary account I'm giving as the 8 here. So what is the bank account number? So these are my bank account numbers are there. Okay. So bank number, bank key, these are going to be called as the bank keys. Okay. I have the bank keys, bank account numbers and everything. Just I'm maintaining one bank account number. I've given all the required information, and I'll go to the connectivity. In the connectivity, so here you click on the add. Okay. This is got exactly, you should click on the add. Now here it is asking about the house bank, okay, bank account, okay, house bank account ID, and here you need to provide the GL account number, okay, that is 11001000 is the GL account number you are going to be using. Like this, you have to provide everything, all the information details, and you have to save it. So now what SAP is giving, instead of going directly to the Fiori, log into the Fiori, I am going to be giving a directly icon here. I am going to be giving a direct icon here. If you click on this icon, directly it will be get connected back into the Fiori, and you can do the whatever the transactions, whatever the bank account ID you want to create, you can create over there, and you can come back to your normal SAP GUI screen. But not in SAP S/4HANA 1709. In SAP S/4HANA 1709, they are making you to log on to the Fiori, and there you have to create your bank account IDs, not directly through the SAP GUI. So this note is very, very important for us. Where it will give the complete. So bank accounts, you still have the access to the NWBC or Fiori app, Manage Bank. This transaction has the links, buttons, or to launch NWBP or create based on their activity execute. Is not a replacement of workaround for the creating for the house banks like before. Very, very important. Yes, it is not a replacement. We are not telling it is a replacement. It is only the shortcut. Instead of directly logging to the Fiori and creating the bank, so directly what I'm going to give in the same SAP GUI screen, I will give one icon. If you click on this icon, it will take you to the Fiori. That's all. I'm saving your time, but the remaining all the processes are going to be the same. That is the reason this is not a replacement or workaround for creating the house bank accounts like before. Clear, all of you? So you have to take this note, and you have to sit with your technical team and ask him to implement this note as per the construction. So manual activities has to be done. Okay, execute this report note and to get some of the manual activities to be implemented. So you give this note to your technical core team member, and they will access to this particular node, and after accessing this node there will be some information will be provided like this. So this information will be giving some restrictions or something like a consistent to them what to be implemented, what not to be implemented. Based on this they will start doing the implementation and they will implement the nodes. Can somebody tell me now here, if I go here, here, if we go here, what is this?
S4 core.
What exactly? What do you mean by S4 core?
Application.
Excellent. It's an application. S4 core is an application. Now, what is the current series of 1809 application release? What is the current release of 1809?
102.
So, 155 for 1511 it is 100. 1511 the release is 100. 1610 very important. 1610 we call it as the 101. For 1709 we are going to 1709 1809 we are going to be calling it as the 102. Very important here. This is the release of SAP S4HANA. So I'll just giving this note to all of you. I'll just copy and give it this note too. So you can use this note.
Mahesh, what is the exam code for professional level exam code?
That's tomorrow. I'll take you to the link, sir. Tomorrow I'm going to explain this particular what is that this ML. Tomorrow I'm going to explain the ML and I'm going to show the certification course.
Mahesh, you mentioned that you are going to give an overview on the central finance and cash, in-house cash.
That I'll take care, sir. No. I'm not telling.
Okay.
I'm just explaining about tomorrow's class.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm just explaining about tomorrow's class. Okay, not okay. No, okay, no, just okay. So I'll give this note. I'm attaching this note to you. Okay, so all of you can copy this note.
You also mentioned that you are going to upload the certification questions. We didn't get that.
Sure. So I'm giving this note. Okay, so 462646577.
Can you type that number in the subject also?
Yeah. Here I'm putting here in the subject also. I'll make it the note number. Okay. So I'm just giving that. Okay, 2646577. Okay, sir.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now let me go once again. Okay, now let me go into the. Okay, now I'll go to the Fiori. Just I'm going back. Now there will be some analytical apps will be there. There will be some transactional apps will be there. There will be different types of apps are going to be there. Now here, I'm just removing this managed bank account. Now I'll put it as something like called as a one app I'm looking out where I want a something like daily sales operations or something like daily purchases. Okay, so which is going to be called as a daily. I'm putting as some of the analytical app daily purchase. Okay, example. Okay, daily DPO. Okay, 1 second, this app. Okay, so let me look out here. Okay, this is going to be called accounts payable approval app. So if I come here, something like if I come down, these are all the apps which have been given access to us. So now these are what exactly how I got this. So if I looking on to the find app, I got all this information. Okay, now from here, from just come down. If I click on this accounts payable analytical, see here. Now, what are the apps which are available? What are the apps which are available in accounts payable? If I want to do the analytical, so there will be, see, this is only the heading. Under this heading, there will be several apps will be there. If I click on this app, if I click on this search, now I'm clicking on it. Now in the right hand side, you can see related to your accounts payable, analytical. Okay, these are the many apps you can see here. You can see here. This is the overdue payable app. This is the future. Now, this app, if you want to access to your main screen, you have to request. You have to request to the Fury consultant, and what they will do, they will take this. They will take this app and they will install on your front end screen for the accessing the Fury app. Now I just want to look at this app here. Okay, daily payables outstanding. If I click on this app, this is completely analytical app. This is completely analytical app. Now, if I click on it, it will take me to that now. This is completely, we can call it as an analytical app. You can see this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Okay, you can see here. Now here you can see here, this is what days payable outstanding. So from, okay, 0.5, 1 day, 1.5, 2 day, 2.5, these are the months. And this is something about the years and month. You can see a 2018 05, 2018 06 June, 2018 09, 2018 10. This is month of October. You can see here. So you can see each and every one. Now I want to go into the details of this particular app. Now, for example, 2018 09, if I double click on it, if I double click on this particular bar, now I want to look out by company code wise. I don't want to look out for all the company codes. I just want to look out by the company code wise, because if you are seeing this in 2019, I see this is the days payable outstanding by company code wise. If I click on this, now here I am going to be getting. So these two, okay, there are two company codes, 1710, another one is going to be called as Euro underscore, that is G02. Okay, now 21 days outstandings are there. Now, I want to again double click. Now I want to see that by top 10 customers, suppliers. So there is only one customer. There is only one customer, US domestic supplier customer. The account number is 1730001. Now 1730001 is the customer. Now the 21 days it is payable outstanding for him. 21 days. Again, if I double click. Again, if I double click here, if I go into the timeline wise, this is the timeline wise. Okay, you can see only one company code. I can see the timeline wise. Now, I want to look it into the Excel sheet level. Now, I don't want this kind of bar diagram. So if I click on open, now if I click on display supplier balance, now see here, this is what exactly. So he is the supplier 1730001. Now I'll go into the SAP now. I'll go to FK10N is the transaction, FK10N. So what is the vendor number? 1730001. 1 2 3 zeros, 4 zeros 1, 4 zeros 1. I'm giving, see here, now I got this US domestic supplier. You can see here. Okay, now I'm giving this. Now I'll give the 2018. Now I'm clicking on execute. Now I'm seeing the same Fury balance. I'm looking in my SAP also now. See, this is what exactly in SAP. This is what exactly in your. Okay, now in the month of period, okay, in the month of March, okay, 11,000 credits have been gone for 12,000. Here you can see here. So now all the consolidated amount here, okay, all the consolidated, the special GL transactions are also included in the same thing here. But here I'm showing everything in a one screen. So if I double click on the debits, It is fetching the data. It is fetching the data from the in memory. Now it is bringing the data through the in memory. So you have all the list of all the apps. Okay, so whatever the apps you have been having. Okay, so actually for the client purpose, actually what, okay, we will prepare one Excel sheet actually. So client doesn't have time to look into this all those Fiori apps. So we will always will prepare some Excel sheets. So these are the Fiori apps which are available, and some of the transactions are also you can access directly through the GUI. So what are all the transactions you can access through the GUI? What are the transactions you can access through the Fiori? I will prepare one Excel sheet and we'll give it to them. So those based on that, the client will understand, okay, these are the number of Fiori apps are available, and these are the number of GUI transactions still they are available from the SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA. Like this will give a complete understanding to the client actually. So client will look into that. But here, any consultant who is very familiarized with the Fiori, directly they can log into the Fiori and they can see what are all the Fiori apps there. So now here you can see here, this is exactly the in SAP also we can see the same screen. This is the clearing, this is the outstanding, and this is the clearing. Okay, you can see this is the invoice, and this is the invoice number, and this is the journal entry number. Okay, you can see a payment document number, and this is a clearing document number. You can see here all the information. This I am showing in a kind of like a display balances, like not in a diagram. This is how the, in SAP will look like here. So this is how for the analytical. Again, if I want to flow into the details, clearing document number, again it will take me to the document number. You want to see the general ledger analysis? Yes. If I click on here, so I'm just clicking on here. Yes, I want to see the general ledger analysis. Again, it will take me to the more deeper level. It will go into the drill down and it will show the accounting entry also now. So what the SAP is clearly telling, no need to access anything of any kind of transactions or reports from the SAP GUI. Now directly you can do all the transactions or reports or analytical, anything directly from the Fiori. Even if you have an iPhone or something, even if you have a mobile number which is compatible to the Fiori, or you have a tab or you have a laptop, you can directly install the Fiori and you can have the user access and password, and you can do the connectivity directly to the Fiori. But most of the apps will not be supported to the mobiles actually, most of the apps. So we need to understand what are all the apps which will be supported, what are the apps which will not be supported to the mobile. So most of the apps will not be supported. Only the important apps like analytical apps will be supported, not the transactional apps.
Mahesh, a quick question. In my understanding, these Fiori apps is more useful for the business users rather than the IT folks. Is that right?
Most of the business users, see, for example, let us assume that, sir, you are a financial manager, sir. For example, I'm telling, okay. So for releasing of payments or for whatever the vendor payments, you have to provide the approval until or unless if you're not going to get the list of what are all the invoices you want to approve, the accounting clerk will not release the payments to the vendors. Example, I'll take an example. Now you are going to be an approver. Now, at the time you are not been up, okay, at the time, sometime you are not there in office, okay, you have gone for a vacation or something like that, okay. Earlier, what you are supposed to do, you should have written a manual mail. So to your accounting clerk, hey, I'm releasing these payments. Once I come back to office, okay, I will access those payment approvals, but I'm approving this. You can make the payment and you can release the payment to the vendor. That is exactly because you're not having the access to the system. You have to log into the GUI. Now, if you have a mobile in your hand, if you have an access to the particular approval access to the payment process, you can just log into the Fiori, and if you click on the particular app, it will take you to the login screen of your approvals. You can select those approvals and you can directly do the approval from the mobile. So what happens, you are directly approving, no need to log into the system. You're directly doing all the approvals from your mobile because you have access to the Fiori app. So once you approve, the accounting clerk will now notify that you already approved the payment process. So they will release the payments to the vendors. So it is not just like an end users are going to be having the access. So it is the responsibility of the managers and higher level directors or the general manager, whoever may be. So based on the roles and responsibility, we are providing the access to the Fury apps based because your responsibilities are also going to be involved in the SAP also, something like approvals or something like rejecting or something like comments or whatever may be. So those apps access, I will give an access to you so that you can access anywhere, whether you are home or whether you're out of station or wherever you're there.
Okay, just now in your example regarding to the house banks, if a finance manager or a director has an access for that particular role, are they able to create a house banks?
100%, sir, definitely.
So in ECC world, I think we never allowed business people to create any house bank. That is a configuration item, and the back-end IT folks do that.
Exactly, you're right, sir. But here, I'm completely telling that it is a completely role-based. Okay, so I'm not seeing, for example, here. Okay, let me one second example. See here, if I'm not, so what is my user ID here? What is my user ID? My user ID is going to be, so I'm just coming back. See here. Now, these are, now I'll go to my user ID. Now I'll just go back one step back. See, these are the apps. See, what is my user ID here? My user ID is ZTrainer. My user ID is ZTrainer here. So for this user ID, I'm able to see only this Fury app. See here, what is the incoming payments, incoming payment, post incoming payment, something like I'm able to see only 10 to 15 apps in my list. Only these apps I can access here. No other apps cannot be accessed. Even I'm trying to access another apps which are not available for the role, the system will tell an information that these roles have not been extended to your user ID. This app cannot be used. So only the apps you see on your desktop or something like in your mobile, those apps can be accessed by, because these tiles have been accessed to your responsibility of your user ID.
Yeah, that is clear. But in case if somebody given an access to the particular app, as I mentioned, creating a house banks.
Yeah.
So the business users, whoever, whatever the role, whether it is accountant or manager or director, they can create those house banks by their own.
Yes, yes, they can create.
Okay.
And one more thing, one app is not dedicated to one user ID. One app can be extended to multiple users also, sir.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Now, like this. So now like this, these are the apps, but if you want to find out the app, just go into the here, as I told you that, and click on that app finder, click on this app finder. And in this app finder, you can see on the left hand side, you can see lot many apps which are going to be available here. So lot many apps. So in this particular, you see here, I'm displaying the Payable Analytical app. Under the Payable Analytical, this is what the heading of the app. Under the Payable Analytical app, you can see there are a lot of apps are there under the Analytical app. So in this app, which app you want to display on your initial display screen? Okay, so you can request your Fury consultants, and they will access this, but they will give the access and they will extend the roles and responsibility, and they'll make this Payable Outstanding app is available on your desktop easily. Once you log into the Fury, in the front end you can directly see this particular app. So like this, these are the many apps you can see here. These are the many apps: accounts payable, account receivable, actual cash costing calculations, reporting of actual calculation, controlling from the controlling point of view, from the sales point of view. You can see lot many balance sheet valuation, FIFO, that is first in, first off. Okay, reporting. Okay, you can see liquidity management, cash operations. You can do now what many apps? All the apps, nearly 2,000 to 3,000 apps are there which you can do. If I go into the general ledger configuration, for example, there is one more general ledger configuration. See, in this general ledger configuration.
Mahesh, one doubt, like
yes, sir.
They will give us only the apps which we are supposed to run, right? Or we are now I'm in AP, right? So they will give me apps regarding to AP, right?
Exactly, you're absolutely right. They will give only the access to those particular apps which are related to your daily activity you're doing in your company.
Okay, so can I have this apps? Can I request that apps in my mobile also? Can I ask them to install in mobile?
But make sure that, as I told you, that all the apps cannot be supported to mobiles. Only few apps can be supported. Only those apps can be accessed to the mobile.
Oh,
not all the apps. Not all the apps. See, I'll show one example here. I'll show one example here. 1 second. I'll show one example to all of you here. This is SAP Fiori library. If you go into the SAP Fiori library, now all the apps, if I click on all the apps, based on my rows here, you can see here, okay, but I look on for all the apps. Now these are the apps you can see here, okay, which are all the apps which are available as per now, okay, 10,109 apps are available now, 10,109 apps are available right now in SAP S4 and 1809 now, okay. Now for example, now I want to look out for this app to be installed. Now I got, okay, now you're asking, okay, so I'll just look out for this app, manage, M-A-N-A-G-E, manage bank. Okay, now here, okay, now you can see here, okay, this is going to be called manage bank account setting. Okay, now these apps are there, okay, so you can see here manage bank. Now I want to, the Fiori consultants may not be understand here. Hey, I want this manage bank account app should be installed. They will ask you, what is the technical ID for that app? Because based on the technical ID, they will recognize whether this app can be installed or not. So how do you know that what is the technical ID? Because I am a functional, because I don't know what is the technical ID for the particular app. Then you have to come to this particular screen. Very, very important. You just log into the SAP Fiori library and just come to this. And if you click on this icon, if you click on the checkbox, now here you can see. So they are asking this ID actually. They are asking this ID because they will recognize your apps only by this ID here. So you can see if you provide this ID F1366A, then they will go into the Fiori and they will check whether this app is available or not. If it is available, then they will check out. This app can be supported on your desktop. This app can be supported on phone. This app can be supported on tablet. You can see here. So this app.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
this
you.
app can be supported in desktop, phone, and tablet. So if you want in a phone, they will access to the phone. If you want on the desktop, they will give the access to the desktop. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
So Mahesh,
But make sure that you are giving the technical ID to them. By the functional, if you tell that hey, give the manage bank account app to my access, they will not recognize it. You should always give the technical ID to them only, not by the functional ID. Yes, sir.
yeah, so Mahesh, if let's say we create a custom report, right?
Exactly.
Custom transaction, will the Fiori guys be able to put it on Fiori as a Fiori?
Definitely, 100%, sir. Whatever the reports you have at the side of GUI site, which are the custom reports or standard reports, you can take any reports. Okay. So the Fiori guys, they will make all the fields. They'll write a logic program, and the Fiori application, they will write a logic program of developing the particular app and bring the data from your custom table, and they will create a Fiori app and they will give it to you on your role IDs.
So it's just like the dialogue programming, right?
Exactly, you're absolutely right.
But it's written in UI5 or something.
Anything, sir. Not only your custom, sir. If you have any kind of standard one, also, if you have any standard reports which are not available in the Fiori, also, you can also go and bring that data into the app.
Oh, okay.
Fiori is always going to be called as the front end. As I told you, the Fiori is always going to be called as front end server. Now the current which is running the 5.0 version, very, very important. The 5.0 version for the 1809 with the service pack 019, you can see here. And currently we are running with S4 Core 103. 103. As I told you that 1610 is 1511 is the 100, and 1610 is the 101. And 1709 is 102, and 1809 is on 103. You can see it. This is now currently we are running with core with 103. And this is the installation requirement. And if they want to know about the configuration, this is the program, this is the logic. Okay, if I click on the configuration, so they're going to be using, okay, this is the technical name of the Fiori app for the particular managed house bank. And they will use this path to connectivity. See that somebody, sir, Venkat sir, you're asking the same thing, no? This is what exactly the path. Yeah, this is the path.
Can you show that path in a SAP GUI one?
That's what I don't know. I don't have the technical observation here, but let me check with that. Okay, that's what I'm telling.
Sure.
Okay, this is